everyone, and welcome back to my creative chats thing that I have not done in a very long time, but 2020. So I just wanted to talk about a little bit of a recap of what was going on, you know, with me in terms of creating things in 2020 and where I'm hoping that they're gonna go in 2021. Of course, at the beginning of a new year, I'm always super excited and I plan stuff. And you know what? I had a lot of plans for last year. I really did. Yeah. Obviously, we're still dealing with the plague, so things are not going to be absolutely friggin' wonderful this year, but there's a lot of stuff that happened. We've got vaccines rolling out now, which is really good. I know even as a Canadian, what's been happening in American politics has been kind of like a big let out of held breath over 2020. Over the last 4 years, actually. And yeah, I may be Canadian, but American politics affect the entire planet, so, and we live right next door. But yeah, let's talk about music. So 2020 was the year that I finally put out my first song. I did a cover of Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, which in hindsight, I really would like to remix and that sort of thing, but that's just the process of beginning to put your music out there. I didn't actually mix that song or I think the Sky Boat song. I think that was it. I think those were the only two that I had sent out to get mixed. But the process of going the whole year after that and mixing my own stuff and getting a feel with each song, the sort of sound space that I want to create with mixing, especially the last song that I put out, the There Is No Rose of Such Virtue, I was really happy with how I mixed my voice in that, because, you know, I kind of want it to sound like it's classical music, that it's me in a room with these instruments. So I want it to sound like that. So, you know, I want a bit more dynamic range, like volume range. And I don't want my voice to sound like it's super close to a mic, because I want it to sound like you're listening to me in an acoustic room where I don't actually have a microphone. So that's been really interesting. It's been really interesting to unravel that for myself. So I started out the year having these big plans. I was going to put out a song every month. I was going to start with cover songs because you know, to grow your channel, you have to do things that people already know so that when they search for them, they pop up. It's just what you do. But that did not happen. I am really happy though that I only missed 4 out of 12 songs that I could have put up last year. I still put out 8, which for me was just like, how did you do that? I don't know. I don't even know how I was like not super exhausted to put out the last one in December, because for those of you who don't know, I also run my own tea shop and it gets crazy in November and December up until I closed down my shop for the holidays. When I did stop making music, I was actually almost done with Running with the Wolves. I was just completely overwhelmed by the fear of other humans. Thankfully though, there wasn't any depression in that, just a lot of anxiety. Hello, BB. So that was good, because my brain just has a tendency for depression, which sucks, but thankfully it doesn't come around that often. However, once I started releasing music again in the summer, after basically spending a couple months just painting watercolors, which was really good for my mental health because it was something that was creative, but at the same time also something that didn't really stress me out as much as music does, even though music is my favorite thing in the whole world. It's just because I guess probably my perfectionism with music and wanting it to be exactly what I imagine it. But painting is just like, yeah, I'll put this stuff on paper and it's good. Definitely have taken a little bit of that mentality into music making, because it's just healthier for me. So I go into the summer, and I was actually feeling pretty good in the summer. I was getting a lot of walks outside. I was feeling good. I was releasing stuff, and then September came around, and after I released Lullaby of Woe, my brain just decided to actually be depressed. Normally August or September I get maybe like a day or two where I actually feel depression, and it takes maybe like a week to recover from it. But I had like 2.5 weeks of just every day was depressed. And then I had like most of October where I was just recovering from that. I was mentally just tired from it. And then things picked up in the tea shop, and the elections happened in the States, which were very nice, very nice. Again, another sigh of relief. Most of November was just spent focused on doing my tea stuff, and I managed to get out a video then too, which was also, I'm kind of flabbergasted at myself right at this moment, just thinking about it. And then December was crazy, and then I've been on vacation for the last, I think this is my 4th week, because I take a bunch of time off just to do the Christmas thing with family and stuff. So yeah, 2020. So now we're into 2021, and I have got some plans. I do have basically a song picked out for every month, but I know that's gonna change. I really want to focus on being able to accompany myself this year, because again, like I said, with the recordings that I do and the songs that I put out, I want things to be acoustic. I love the classical sound, you know, medieval and Renaissance music. So accompanying myself is something that I have always wanted to do, but outside of singing, I have never had enough self-discipline to really go at it and make sure that I can do it. So right now I'm just like practicing on piano, which is great, because that'll help me with writing songs too. However, there is an instrument that will be coming, but it's coming in March, and I can't wait for it. But I'll tell you about it then. But I am super, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So excited. This is like truly going to bring my Skyrim dreams to fruition. I think one of my biggest plans for 2021 is to maybe kind of keep things a little bit simpler in my music. For this year, I want it to be that intimate acoustic sound, like, hey, this is like the olden times where people would all have instruments and sit around the table and read their booklet and play music together, and so it's right there. It's very warm and cozy, and yeah, I think that's the kind of vibes I'm going for 2021. But something else that I really want to start doing this year is live streaming concerts. The biggest part of being a musician, being a singer for me is performing, because I love learning how to play a piece and learn these difficult passages and then excel at them, but just sharing that with people and be like, look what I can do now that I did all this practicing, and putting all the feeling into it and sharing music, because music is the art for me that moves right through my heart and my soul. It's something that doesn't require us to understand language to understand the meaning of. It's something that connects us to not only the composer of a piece, but to everybody who ever has listened to that piece, and the way that it moves us, and the many different ways that it moves each of us individually. It's just, music is my jam. Doing the streaming should be pretty cool. However, there may be kitty shenanigans in the live streams. I'll have to do some practicing and then see how it goes. Anyway, I hope that you had a really good holiday. I hope that you stayed safe. I hope that you're going to continue to stay safe, so that we can all get together and get together all the time in the future for many, many years. I hope that you've been creating art that makes you happy, and I really hope you've been taking very good care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.
See this little cute baby?
Oh, she's such a cute baby. Oh, what a cutie. What a cutie. However, even when I began... Hello. What's that? What is it? What's in here? What's in there, baby? What's up here? Do you see yourself? You're so cute. I also want to do... Sorry, I'm blocking her beautiful face.